But Juneteenth has made people a bunch of victims, and it's the reason that I absolutely hate the holiday. I don't know why. Well, I do know why the Democrat Party loves it, is because basically it gives Democrats a token win for black civil rights, and they'll use it as a cudgel against the Republican Party. That's exactly what they're going to do. Can you picture Republicans now? Can you picture them now saying, "Let's take away Juneteenth"? How many how many Republicans would have the courage to do it? Because you know what the narrative will be. See, they're racist, they're bigots, despite the fact that it was a Republican president that signed the Emancipation Proclamation, despite the fact that the first black congressman in the U.S. House of Representatives and first black senators were all Republicans. We don't even talk about that history because the left wants you to forget it. It is forgotten history. And frankly, Republicans don't do enough to talk about it. So we've got to do that more. But they want to use it as a cudgel. It's making black people feel entitled. Here's another story that just popped up. I'm looking at Daily Wire. Colin Kaepernick defends book partnership with Marxists. He says black liberation, quote unquote, not possible under capitalism. Says the man that has gotten filthy, stinking rich under capitalism and has the freedom and the time and the money to go around and say stupid crap like that because he has so much money and because he has been able to be successful under capitalism. Could you imagine if this fool had grown up in some part of Africa or some weird part of the world where people are literally leaving now to flock into our open borders? Could you imagine that? He can't imagine that because he's had life so good. Honestly, man, this guy is an absolute disgrace. Man. He is a disgrace. I don't know what to think about him sometimes. I don't know if he's just a profiteer. He's a phony. I'm not sure because he can't believe this nonsense. Or maybe he does. Maybe he's just so desperate for attention. Maybe he's just lost without God. He's got to find some type of meaning and purpose. And he's turned his He's focusing that energy into the hatred of whites. It's a sad state of affairs, given the fact that he was literally raised by whites and coached by whites and became successful because of so many whites that took the time, and he's biracial, for God's sakes, that took the time to mentor to this guy. Just a despicable human being.